Hi everyone, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news. Well, it's a very emotional time this morning when we've heard of the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Now, whilst we didn't know her and whilst we, never met her, she was always part of our family. We had pictures of her, we see her constantly, and she's been a constant in our lives, like many of our loved ones have been. Very emotional for me this morning because on the 8th of September, which was yesterday, it was my grandfather's 98th birthday. So sad day that the Queen passed. Happy day that my grandfather turned 98, but it just makes you realise how sad you feel for her family to have to grieve in public with all of us. It's interesting how much we all growing up with seeing the Queen and seeing her on TV and seeing the pictures and having been lucky enough to visit Buckingham Palace and doing all those kinds of things, how much she felt like one of us, one of our family. So that's why we're all a little bit sad, and we just wish our best for the family and wish our best for King Charles, and let us all take a moment to remember the great things we remember about Queen Elizabeth II. I want to have a talk about classes this morning and how great classes can be to learn new things, make new items that you thought you'd never be able to, and to be part of a group, all doing the same fun thing together and having a great time. So one of the new classes that we have is using Creative Grid's Log Cabin Duo ruler, and you'll see behind me some examples of Log Cabin Duo where you can use a traditional log cabin, but see there's a spacing in there. So this new ruler and technique gives you lots of fun elements of how to change up a log cabin to make it look a little bit different. Now, the Log Cabin Duo can make a regular log cabin as well as this new style, which makes a lot of makes that log cabin look a lot different. So we still have spots available, not many, but this course using the Duo ruler, Log Cabin Duo ruler, goes for 3 classes. So you get to have 3 goes at learning how to use this and making some fun stuff. Now, if you want more information about that, why not call in and see us here? You can book online. At the moment, I have 3 spots left. Now, that booking is for the 3 classes, but you will need the Log Cabin Duo ruler. Okay, so if you are thinking that this looks pretty nice and interesting how this is done, then why not book yourself into the Log Cabin Duo class. Now, some of you may have seen the curvy log cabin class that we've been running at the moment, and again, it is a set of 3. It is already started. So the fun thing is that if you do like the look of the curvy log cabin, then why not put yourself on the wait list, and then once we have a class, you'll be first to know about what is happening with the curvy log cabin class. Now, using these tools to make these types of projects and things, having the right tools makes it really accurate. So if you're a stickler for accuracy, then you need to come along and have a look at this class, because you're going to have so much fun and be amazed how beautiful your designs are going to turn out. If log cabin is not the one for you, then why not try some of our other classes? We have vacancies in a lot of our classes at the moment, so there's never been a better time to come in and have a look. You can book online, you can have a look online at what's there. If you're a beginner and don't know where to start, come and see us. we might be able to put a little project for you together for you and put you into our beginners patchwork class, a Monday morning or afternoon class. But look, don't let the idea of the project stop you. Come and talk to us and we can help you get started on your next sewing project. So one of the other fun classes coming up to do with Log Cabin is this wonderful one-off class doing the Log Cabin Santa Claus. Now, isn't this amazing? Now, this has been done in a couple of different sizes so that you can see how you can use it. And he is so cute. So if you think this is a fun class that you might like to do, book yourself in. It's on the 23rd of September. Again, you're going to need a special ruler for this one, but how cute is this guy? Just imagine you've got this big runner here. You can make little banners for Christmas. You can make placemats, all those kinds of things, but you can change it up to whatever you want it to be. So why not come in, see the team here, or go online and book your class for the Log Cabin Santa. Get in quick, and if it sells out fast, keep your name on the wait list because we'll be able to pop another class in there. So don't muck around, get in there and book it. That is going to be a fun class. I wish I was in that class to do it because I think he's so cute. And just think how many great presents you could make with this for Christmas. You could use these blocks to make something else. You could put them on a Santa sack or make it into a Santa sack or whatever. You don't need to make it into a runner or a banner or a placemat. Just think of it as a block that you could use for your fun Christmas projects for this year. So book yourself in. That's the Log Cabin Santa Claus, and it's on Friday the 23rd of September. But like I said, if you miss out on that, put yourself on the wait list. That way we can make sure that we can make another class and get you sewing for Christmas with this fun project. Now my accessory this week is I want you all to go to your machines and have a look at your bobbins. Okay, now I've noticed on my machines that when I'm using the same bobbins over and over and over again, that you get wear marks, and sometimes your bobbin can be misshapen, especially if you've wound it too fast. So if for some reason your tension is getting a little bit flunky or it's not doing what it needs to, you just may need to replace your bobbins in your machine because they might be worn or expanded. Now, it's something that we don't see a lot, but if you don't have a big collection of bobbins that you use, and you might only have a collection of bobbins that came with the machine, well, maybe then it's time just to take a look. Now, the things to look for, and I'm going to grab a couple of bobbins here. Now, you might be able to see this, and this one doesn't have the mark, but this is a coloured bobbin. This is one of the special FAF bobbins, for example. Now, it usually has, on the plastic bobbin, it has the etching on the top, and you might just see that little FAF image just there, okay? The thing you've got to be worried about is on the back of this, that it's not worn. It doesn't have like a track mark or anything like that. In metal bobbins, they can expand if you fill them too hard, too tight, and then the bobbin heats up and then it expands. Same thing can happen with these. What you need to do is make sure that you're checking your bobbin for nicks, you know, if they had a needle strike at some point or whatever and it's catching. Check for wear marks along the bottom. That's a sign that you probably need to replace that bobbin, okay? So if you haven't treated yourself to some new bobbins for a little while, why not just take a closer look at your bobbins? For those people who have Benina machines, you'll have the black bobbins with the silver little sensor. I think they're photolytic sensors on the outside. You need to check those to make sure none of them are missing, because that will affect the longevity of that bobbin, okay? And again, I want you to turn it over and check the back side of it or the underside of it to make sure that it's not wearing, okay? So check your bobbins. If you have some, like I did, that, you know, I just kept using similar, like the same few, you need to change them out. And that way you'll get better performance with your machine. Now, if you're finding that even by changing out your bobbin, you're still getting a not quite the best stitch quality that you need to bring your machine in and have our guys have a look at it for you, okay? So check your bobbins, get some extras, and make sure that your stitching can be the best it can be. Now the great thing, whilst the cat's away, there's been stuff come in, like machines that have been on back order. And one of them is the Husqvarna Opal 690Q. It's one of the most popular machines we sell here at River City Sewing. Now the reason it's so popular is because it's got lots of features built in, one of which is that it helps you set up the right stitch for the fabric that you're using. So that's pretty cool. So if you're going and learning new techniques and new sewing techniques and with different fabrics and you're just getting used to that, then the Opal 690Q is able to help you with it. Okay, so if you select your fabric type and you select the technique, the machine sets itself up, including things like the stitch selection, the tension, and the stitch length. So you don't have to worry. So what could be easier than the machine helping you do your sewing? All right, so you don't have to, we give you the lesson to let you help you navigate through the process of learning what you need to learn on getting the most out of this machine. So at less than $2,000, this machine has got a lot in it for the dollars. So if your machine's, you know, it's older, yes, you're attached to it, but it's not doing what it should do, why not come in and see the team here and we can show you the 690Q and other elements of machines that may suit you even better. Take a look at this amazing quilt behind us right here. Isn't this one of the most amazing things that you've seen for a long time? This is Geese in the Cabin. This is another take. We try to keep the theming happening. This particular quilt is a class, and it is just amazing that you can take a log cabin and do something else a little bit more fun with it. Now this is a class and you'll need to call us to get your name into doing this particular class. Okay, so Geese in the Cabin, and this one uses a range of different fabrics, but just isn't it just the most lovely quilt once it's all done. So if you're keen to do something like this, it's a little bit different to the regular traditional log cabin style, even though we're doing fun with log cabins, then get yourself into the Geese in the Cabin class. You'll need to call us about that class and talk to the guys here about all what you need, when it's on, all those kinds of things. So get yourself in that class. I would love to do this one in the classroom. So you may even see me in the classroom for this one, but it's great and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. So many of you who came along to our Kimberbell showcase had a great time. I'm sorry that we weren't able to be here for that, but we were actually in the US and visiting Kimberbell around about that time. So that was really exciting for us. So after the showcase, you've seen all the fun things that the guys here have done with this fabric line and with some of the projects. So we put on a Kimberbell, anything Kimberbell class. You don't have to do cup of cheer. If you've got other items in Kimberbell that you want to start, finish, or get started with, then why not come along? Now this is on Tuesday the 27th of September. And you can do anything Kimberbell in that class, okay? So if you want to do stitch out a cup, cup of cheer, if you want to use some of your Kimberbell fabric to make some nice cute stuff, then that's fine. It's anything Kimberbell in this class, all right? So if you have previous projects, if you have other quilts, you've got vintage boardwalk or make yourself at home or any of the small projects that you'd like to do, anything Kimberbell Day is the one for you. So don't forget, 27th of September is the day. And again, if this class books out, we can always make another class. So if it books out, make sure you put yourself on the wait list and we'll find a room for another class to go in so you can finish, get started, or just begin your process with your Kimberbell products. Okay, but cup of cheer turned out great. I was really sorry we weren't here to have fun with you all, but I think you all had a great time. There's lots of this Kimberbell cup of cheer items still available. For those of you who didn't come to showcase, it was a way for us to showcase this particular new quilt, but all the other things that you can do with the fabrics. Now, this quilt in particular takes into account, yes, the designs, but it takes into account the new fabric line that she's put out, Kimberbell have put out, and they all come together. We've made fat quarter packs for it, which are the fabric is beautiful, the coordination is great, and with some of these, there's different size packaging of fabric. So if that's too much for what you wanted, we've done some smaller packs like this available, as well as things like there are some layer cakes and there are some charm packs still available. Right, so team have done them up into this is obviously your fat quarter bundle. There's some jelly rolls, there's beautiful little extra designs here. This one is fat quarter pack and the panels. Now the panels are these elements here. So you see there's the house, there's the cup, there's a few others, and this is a pillow that the guys have made up with part of that. So the panel itself is really cute and can make some really interesting items. So the panel will come in the pack like this. So if you are, and there's some little odd pieces of fabric left over here. So there's lots of fun things that we made up to show you some of the things that you can use the fabric for, not just to make the quilt. So it looks really cute. I mean, there's some of the prints are very small, but they're really lovely. And we've also got coordinates like, you know, the red, white and green buttons for your Santa and your Christmas projects, all that kind of thing, red buttons, the whole thing. So if you're looking for a Christmas project, and I made a couple in here that even just making yourself new Christmas napkins, right? And so this is made using the fabric, the fat quarter, with some of the Kimberbell solids. So that's how easy it is to make something for Christmas that you can use again and again, and you know, have a really fun Christmas that you make for yourself at home. So it's all about fun and what we can do and what we can make with these projects. You might have a special Christmas project that you like to make, but all these prints are designed to go together and have a lot of fun doing it. So why not come in and have a look and book yourself into our Kimberbell, Anything Kimberbell Day. So for those of you who love your Halloween, it's coming. It's now September and Halloween is on its way. So we do have some of the Kimberbell Candy Corn Quilt Shop designs and embellishment kits ready to go, along with, we have some layer cakes, we have some fat quarter packs with all of that wonderful purples and oranges ready to go. We also have some jelly roll with a Hometown Halloween. So this is our Hometown Halloween range from Kimberbell. We also have this fun range here that we've put together with the golds and the blacks, so that way you can get your pumpkins and all those kinds of things in there as well. And this is a backing for Hometown Halloween, but you could use it on the back of any Halloween style quilt. It's 1.5 yards of the fabric, so that is really fun and it will match your Halloween projects really beautifully. So there's a few charm packs and a few fat quarters there, but if you love, this is the Candy Corn Quilt Shop quilt from Kimberbell. So that's a lot of fun, and with all your embellishments you're going to have everything you need to make it look sensational, right? So that's all here, and we do have a couple of other patterns as well. This one I thought was really a lot of fun, which is Spooky Sampler. Now that is great, and you could do lots of fun things with those. And if you've got a lot of these solids in your stash, you may just need some interesting feature fabrics, which you could use in this fat quarter pack to make the other elements. All right, so Spooky Sampler is here as well, and you can see we've got some of our Happy Hoopers designs from Kimberbell that did the little lace witches hats, pumpkins and spiders, which was really a lot of fun. So if you're into Halloween, it's coming, you've got about a month or so, or no, about 6 weeks to get sorted with your Halloween stuff. So come in and have a look at what we have here at River City Sewing. So behind me we have the samples for the Curvy Log Cabin class. it's running at the moment. But if you like this and you like to do this class, come and see the team here and put your name down to be on the next list for this class. Now, if you have a look, this is not a traditional log cabin. It's got a little twist to it to make it curvy. And as you can see, some of these elements are really, really fun. So this class consists of 3 different dates. All right. So because it's already started, you just need to put your name down for the next series of 3. Now, we want to make sure that you see this because many of you like a challenge. It's not hard, but it's something a little bit different. So if you think that you might like to do this, why not give us a call, come in and have a look at the sample of the curvy log cabin and put your name down for our next series of classes on this particular one. Don't miss out. This is fun. I mean, you can do so much with it. And if you have a look at the one in the center, it's the same principle, but with a twist. So come in and get a closer look, book yourself in and have a little bit of fun with us here with the curvy log cabin. So for those of you with FAFs, we have a special class coming up for you, which is a foot class. Now, you don't need to bring your machine to this. It's a demo only. They go for, around about 2 hours, and we're having 3 sessions during the day. It's on the 30th of September. And there's 3 sessions. You go online and book those and come along and you can have a look at some of the great feet that are available for your FAF. We will be doing some of these for the other brands because some of the feet are a little bit different in the coming months. So if you're interested in doing a feet class, I used to call it foot spa, but if you want to do a feet class for your particular brand of machine, come and see our team and put your name on the waiting list for those. And once we have once we get enough people, we'll be able to run those classes for you. Now, don't forget, on Club Day, which is coming up on the 21st of this month, we're having Club Day, and I can show you all the pictures from our trip overseas and some of the shots that we took inside Kimberbell and a lot of fun stuff. So if you're interested in that, you need to come to Club. Okay. The other thing we're doing after Club, on Club Day on the 21st, we're going to have a Janome showcase downstairs in our classroom. So we're going to have the educators from Janome come, and they're going to be going through and looking at all the different aspects of Janome. You can ask them questions. If you're looking at a Janome, or if you've got a Janome, or you just want to come and have a little bit of a fun afternoon, why not book yourself into that showcase? Okay, so Club Day, 21st of September, and after is the Janome showcase downstairs in our classroom. So make sure you book yourself into that. So from Judy and all the team, wishing you a happy week. It's great to be back, and we look forward to seeing you in store really, really soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.